The Silent Hero, A Father and Daughter. Story. In a small suburban town in Ohio lived a girl named Emily Carter and her father, Daniel Carter. Emily was full of questions, full of dreams, and full of life. Daniel worked long hours as a car mechanic, ever since Emily's mom passed away when she was just 3. From that day on, Daniel became both father and mother to his little girl, even if he never spoke about it. Every morning before sunrise, Daniel quietly stepped into Emily's room, kissed her forehead, and whispered, "Be strong today, Em. Daddy's got your back." Emily pretended to be asleep, but those words always reached her heart and made her feel safe. One evening, while doing homework, Emily suddenly asked, "Dad, will you still hold my hand when I grow up?" Daniel smiled softly, noticing how small her hand looked inside his rough one. "I'll hold your hand until the day you feel strong enough to walk on your own," he replied. Emily frowned, thinking hard. "But what if I never feel strong?" Daniel tapped her nose gently. "Then I'll hold your hand forever." She giggled, believing her dad was the strongest person alive. Daniel worked extra shifts at the auto shop. His hands were always covered in grease, and exhaustion followed him home every night. But he never showed it. For Emily, he always had a smile. Some days, he skipped lunch so he could save money for Emily's school supplies, new shoes, or her favorite strawberry cupcakes. Whenever he saw Emily running and laughing freely, he forgot every pain. Her happiness was his reward. Emily never knew the sacrifices behind that smile. Emily was brilliant at school. She dreamed of becoming a doctor, wanting to help people like her mom once needed help. Daniel became prouder every day. At a school awards ceremony, Emily won Student of the Year. She dragged her dad on stage. Some parents in suits stared at his old jeans and oil-stained shirt, but Emily squeezed his hand tightly and said into the microphone, "My dad is my superhero. Everything I achieve is because of him." Daniel swallowed hard as tears slid down his cheeks, not from sadness, but from the joy only a father can feel. After high school, Emily got accepted into a medical college in another city, Cleveland. Daniel helped her pack, hiding his sadness beneath jokes and smiles. When she left, the house changed. No laughter, no late-night talks, no shoes tossed near the door, only silence. Every weekend, Daniel drove to the bus station early just to see her arrive. He always brought her favorite caramel donuts. Calls became fewer because Emily was busy studying. Sometimes Daniel stared at his phone, waiting for her name to light up the screen. But then he would smile and remind himself, "She's chasing her dreams. That's what I raised her for." One day Emily called home with worry in her voice. "Dad, the tuition fee is higher this semester. I don't know how." Daniel cut her off gently. "You just focus on your studies, Em. I'll take care of it." He sold his garage. He sold the old truck he loved since he was young. He never told Emily what he gave up. When she came home and saw a different truck and the empty space where the shop once stood, she asked, "Dad, what happened to your auto shop?" Daniel just smiled. "Oh, I wanted a change. Don't worry about me." But that night, Emily held his hand while he slept and cried quietly. Years later, Emily stood tall in her white coat with the name badge, Dr. Emily Carter. Daniel sat in the front row, his heart beating faster than ever. When they called her name, he clapped harder than anyone else, his eyes shining with pride. After the ceremony, Emily hugged him tight and whispered, "Dad, I am who I am because of your sacrifices." Daniel placed his hand on her head, a familiar gesture. "No, Em, you earned this. I just guided you." Emily cupped his face with both hands. "You walked every step with me. You are the reason I'm strong." Emily returned to Ohio as a doctor. She bought Daniel a new home, and together they rebuilt the auto shop, bigger and better. Every evening, they sat together on the porch, drinking coffee and laughing, like the old days. One night, Emily asked the same question. "Dad, will you still hold my hand when I grow older?" Daniel chuckled, remembering the little girl who once asked that. "I told you, Em, I'll hold your hand until you feel strong enough." She hugged him tightly. "I think I will always need you, Dad." Daniel kissed her forehead, feeling like the happiest father on earth. He wasn't a man of many words, but he was the kind of father whose love spoke in sacrifices. A father may not say, "I love you" every day, but every sacrifice he makes is proof that he always does.